1 second.
Meeting has begun recording.
I'm not seeing it. Okay, I see it. All right, Jerry, we're ready to start the February 25th, 2021 meeting.
Thank you, Ramsey. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Mr. Secretary, would you call the roll, please?
Member Ludwig,
Yes.
Robinson,
Here.
Delvecchio is not here at this point. Goodman is absent. Whitaker,
Here.
Member Page.
I'm here.
Hi, John. And Dreyer.
Here.
Absent is Delvecchio and Goodman.
Okay, may I have an approval of the agenda, please?
I'd move approval.
I'll second.
Thank you, Amanda.
I
All
might-
in favor?
Jerry, could we just, after we do that, I did think Amanda did say she wanted to do something in the open forum. I'm sorry, I lost
Sure.
track.
Okay. Let's approve. All in favor of the agenda?
Aye.
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 Okay, Amanda, you're on.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I just wanted to just get an informal opinion. As some of you may recall, we have on our property at 1300 French Road. And I guess I should say I'm Amanda Dreer and I'm stepping out of my role as a board member and into my role as a homeowner who will be submitting an application for a certificate of appropriateness.
Thank you, Amanda.
Our house at 1300 French Road, we have the remnants of an old stone barn, the first floor of an old stone barn. In back of that, we have a dilapidated fence that was used at some point, presumably for livestock. And we have a pond. The pond in the resource survey was noted, the pond was not apparent on the 1970 aerial photos that the architectural historian was able to uncover. So we believe it was added sometime right before the previous owner of our home. And we, at this time, would like to fill it in. And it is currently dry most of the year. It will fill in the spring, and in recent years, it's been dry by midsummer. I will, of course, submit photographs, but it is dry. It is terribly overgrown. We have discussed some ways that we might preserve it and maintain it. We've also discussed the cost with other things we need to do on the property, which is almost 3 acres. And we've made the decision that we would like to fill it in. We currently it's dry. It's got overgrowth. It's got a dead ash tree that is in it now. We have a lot of dead ash trees on the property. And we'd like to take down the fence, the dilapidated fence. It was partially damaged. It was damaged further by our landscape contractor when he was taking out some things. And it's in terrible condition. And the area it surrounds now is behind the barn. It will be very difficult to do. We want to do some work to the barn that will preserve what is there in a safe manner. Some of the fence will really need to go for that purpose, but we just want to finish taking it down because it's in an unsafe condition at this point, with a lot of just dangerous edges. So we'd like to submit a certificate of application for a certificate of appropriateness in the next month or two. I just wanted to hear from the commission, other than photographs of the current conditions and the condition. It's very hard to see the pond right now, but I have photographs from earlier in the fall. If there's anything else you'd like me to submit or anything else I should just be aware of.
Just a couple questions, Amanda. How big is the pond? A big swimming pool, or 3 or 4, about the size of the barn?
No, it's smaller than the barn. The barn is very large. If it's not in the survey, I
Oh, that's
apologize.
okay.
I
It's small-
apologize.
it's smaller than the barn,
Mark,
so
do
it's
you,
not-
Mark, do you recall? Mark Bayer also happens to be the landscape architect I've worked with. I don't know if he recalls the size of the pond.
No, that's okay. That's, as long as it's smaller than the barn, that's
It
fine.
is much smaller than the barn, yes. I'm a terrible judge at things. I would
Oh, that's
say.
okay.
Okay.
That's, I just was curious. I never saw it when I was looking at your property and,
It's
the
very
next-
overgrown.
sure. And what is the fence made out of?
It is painted wood with there's some like chicken coop wire
Okay,
in parts of it.
okay. I don't see a problem, but I'll open it up to the commission. I think that's fine. Neither one serves a purpose anymore, it sounds like.
It does not.
Amanda, how do you plan on filling it?
Well, we have unfortunately a lot of dead ash trees on our property, some other dead trees. We had some brush removed. We had to have the brush removed from around the barn last fall so that the mason could take a look at it and we can formulate a plan. So we have that piled. We did not get rid of it. We just have it piled. We were planning to work with our landscape architect to talk about ways we could do that. But natural fill.
Are you thinking about chipping that stuff and using it as fill, or?
No, I'm not sure. Well, would that do I need that information? Would that information be?
Well, I'm just, sometimes burying trees isn't the best thing.
Okay.
Because they eventually will rot and decay. And,
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, we could chip that.
well, no, I was just curious. I don't know the best way of what you want to do. I was just curious. I'm not saying to chip it or not to chip it.
Do we need, does that need to be part of the
Yeah,
the
do you have
plan?
any idea how deep it is?
I have all that information. I just don't have it in front of me because we did have a survey done. 5 feet,
Let's see,
6
four-
feet at
four
some
to-
parts, maybe. It's so overgrown in some parts.
My opinion is we don't need to know any of that stuff. We just need to know whether it is a feature that has historic significance to the property, either of them. That's all you're asking, is whether you can do something with it. If there's another code that might deal with those things, you'll need to find that out. But
Okay.
I don't believe, at least in my opinion, it wouldn't be something that we would be saying, oh, you got to put grass there if you take it out or something like that. So
No.
Right, and to John's point, I would just add that it might be interesting for the commission to know what the original designating resolution said, or what the information in that original application said, and if there was any reference to these features at all. I doubt it, but that would be an interesting thing to do. And when we're looking at any certificate of appropriateness and talking about removing features from a designated property, it probably would be important to know if those features were in fact part of the reason that the property was designated in any sense. I doubt it in this case, but it might be interesting to look at that.
I just reviewed the survey part, and just for the notation that the pond was not, appears to be created after 1970.
Well, I think Mark will have some suggestions as to what to do with it. And so we'll just wait to hear what plan you come up with. But I don't see a problem on our point. I think Ken's a good point. If it wasn't on the survey, then submit a certificate of appropriateness. Just off the top of my head, I don't see any reason why you couldn't
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
It's not very big, and I don't think it would be very hard to,
Once Mark helps you with this appropriateness.
What were you saying, Mark? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, it's not a very big pond. It's not serving any function at this time, and I don't think it would be very hard to fill it.
All right, thank you. I will be submitting that application within the next month or two.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Anyone else for open forum? Okay. Approval of the minutes. Any additions or corrections?
I'll move that they're approved if there's no additions or corrections.
Member Page moves,
I have a second.
I'll second.
Whitaker seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes stand approved as corrected. There are no corrections. Minutes stand
Yeah,
approved.
just approved.
Was this meeting duly advertised, Randy?
Yes, this public hearing was advertised in the Brighton Pittsford Post of January 21st, 2021. This meeting was also advertised in the Brighton Pittsford Post of February 25th, 2021.
Okay, that meeting as advertised will now be held. We have no communications, no designation of landmarks. We do have a certificate of appropriateness, which was adjourned from the January 28th meeting. 1H-01-21 updates, application of Rufus and Amy Judson, owners of property at 3541 Elmwood Avenue, text number 137.12-2-15 for certificate of appropriateness to install a spa, pool cabana, covered outdoor dining area, planting and landscape enhancements, and the rehabilitation and modification of the terrace located at the rear of the house. Well, John or Mark, and I don't know whether the Judson's here or not, but whoever's here to speak on that, please do.
So thank you for having us back tonight. When we left off last time, I think the general consensus was that the project overall was considered to be an appropriate project for this property. And the focus of tonight really is on more detail on the materials on the cabana in particular. And we've resubmitted the drawings with more detail. And Kyle Barber is here tonight from New Energy Works with us. He has worked very closely with Ty Allen.
I don't care about the inside. We can go to the outside.
Right, we're going to go to the outside. So we're going to look at the elevation drawings, please. So yeah, New Energy has updated these drawings to call out specific materials, and we submitted along with this drawing the cut sheets for the various products, and we can walk through each of them and take a look. I think if we go back to the elevation drawings, I think probably that's the easiest to talk to. So starting at the top, we talked last time about different roofing products, and what we've come back with, what New Energy and Rufus and Amy Judson had decided with our team is that they would like to do a heavy gauge metal standing seam. And the product that they submitted was by Atlas International with a factory applied finish that would be in in a bronze tone, which we submitted that color chip with the roofing information. And that's the direction that we would like to go with the roof. The siding product is an engineered wood product, grooved siding by Smart Side with a diamond coat finish. Again, it's intended to pick up siding detail from the garage in particular, and that would be finished to match the color of all the wood trim on the house in a darker brown shade. So that, and then the trim boards would also be by the same manufacturer. And again, it's an engineered wood product, but be with a painted finish. So I think it'll hold up really well. They, that's the reason New Energy has specified it to as a low maintenance material that will have a look of wood. Recall the wood detailing on the garage in particular, and serve them well for many years. So all of the windows are called out, and all of the products are called out or equal, but we've selected these based on their properties and their appearance and their durability. And the window called out is all Marvin aluminum clad windows, casements up in the gable ends. There is awning windows in the east side elevation, and then the doors are basically multi slide doors that will kind of slide back on each other to let the openings be significant. When they're used in the building in the summer with the pool, that's the idea, to be able to open it up like a cabana. So the south elevation person door is also called out as a Marvin or equal aluminum clad, kind of detailed similarly to the larger sliding multi-slide doors. And the one on the west elevation is a Simpson door, a wood door with the three lights in the panel kind of detailing on that. And then I think the chimney we talked about last time, what our intent is we have a lot of reclaimed Medina from the arrival court, and the intent is to do the chimney with that Medina and then do stone cap treatments to match the house. So the only steel door, I should go back to that, we have is on the east elevation. That is the utility room, which will not even be visible. And the thought there was to keep that more as a simple maintenance type door that would be tucked around the side and out of view, and simple and quiet, and be painted to match the siding so that it basically disappears. Gutters have been called out as copper, as previously noted, and that's kind of where we're at with all the materials. I guess I'd open it up to questions on the products, and Kyle can jump in, or Rufus can jump in if I can't answer the particulars.
I'm not familiar with the diamond coat siding. I'm surprised, I guess a little surprised that individual boards are not being used. Is this a modern reincarnation of Texture 111? Basically a composite product with a pre-finished, I take it comes
it is an engineered wood, but it's a wood strand product, and it you can see the profile, Jerry, if you raise this detail sheet up just a little bit higher.
Okay, I see it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And kind of the panels are shiplapped. And then, I think it's a pretty high quality product. New Energy has used it extensively and has had good results with it. That's why they recommended it to the Judsons. So that's the direction they've decided to go.
This is Kyle with New Energy Works. So we pretty much use the Diamond Coat products exclusively on all our projects. And one of the reasons that we like it is that all their products are mostly a natural product, which we try to stick with when we can. They're all based on the LP Smart Side family of products, which has a proprietary blend of resins and different things within the board itself to help make it a lot more durable and weather a lot better. It's a really high quality product, and the Diamond Coat finish just builds upon that product. And the Diamond Coat comes with a factory finish with like a 30-year warranty.
I would just add, I had the opportunity
John,
to
any thoughts?
Go ahead, Amanda.
just say I'm not a contractor, but I had the opportunity to learn about LP Smart Side this summer and see it on a couple of buildings, and was very impressed from the way it looked. I think it looks fantastic. I saw it on new buildings next to historic buildings that had it on both sides, and I think it has a great look for wood, and from what I've learned is a good product. So I think I would see it as a reasonable choice here.
Jerry, I haven't used it. I've used materials that have the finish and that like the 5/4 material that they're using for trim, which I'm very satisfied with. I guess I'd be interested to see how this goes. It's very thin, so I assume there's some sort of good backing to it. But yeah, I can't. I don't have anything bad to say about it.
Okay, thank you.
When it says it has a 50-year warranty, what does that mean? Is that really a 50-year? On the Smart Side.
Yep. I'm not sure what the 5- means. The 50-year is on the substrate, so it's on their proprietary resin that holds together the strand board. I'm not sure what the 5 means.
I like the 50, not the 5.
So yeah, I'm satisfied. I appreciate the information. That's just what I look for, is something that's called out, and then the product data that goes with it. Certainly the building looks very nice. I think it'll be very exciting to have the sliding doors open and have it be open like that. So it's very nice. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Mark, anything further to add?
No, we just wanted to make sure we covered the building materials thoroughly, per our last conversation. And I think our last meeting was good. We covered everything else, I think, pretty thoroughly.
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you coming back with the details. Looking forward to seeing it.
Yes.
My kids want to swim.
Yes, let the kids swim.
Not today, though, probably.
No, he's just hoping for the summer.
Well,
It's very competitive to get a pool going. these days.
Well, ice skating in the winter, I suppose.
I think it's a real plus that you're reusing the stone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very,
We're excited.
I appreciate you noticing that detail. That's something that we're proud of too.
no, you should be.
Looks wonderful.
Yeah.
Any other comments? Anyone from the audience?
Hold on one second, Jerry. Let's see, anyone raise your hand? No, there's no one else. Okay.
Okay. I guess we can close the public hearing. Ken, would you like to put forth the motion?
Yes, I'd be happy to do that. Give me just a moment, please. All right, whereas application number 1H-01-21 has been submitted for a certificate of appropriateness under the town's historic preservation law for improvement to property located at 3541 Elmwood Avenue, tax number 137.12-2-15, owned by Rufus and Amy Judson, to perform work described as the installation of a spa, pool cabana, covered outdoor dining area, and the planting and landscaping of enhancements to the area and the rehabilitation and modification of a terrace located at the rear of the house, all as described in the application on file with the town. And whereas the Historic Preservation Commission duly called a public hearing to consider this matter, just looking for the original date of the meeting. Ramsey,
It
can you
was
help me on that?
January 21st, 2021.
On January 21st, 2021, which public hearing was continued to February 25th, 2021, at the request of the owners. And whereas the necessary legal notice was published and the requisite sign posted pursuant to town code. And whereas the public hearing was held and all persons having an interest in such matter having had an opportunity to be heard therein. And whereas the Historic Preservation Commission hereby determines, pursuant to the factors set forth in section 224-5 of the town code, that the proposed above described work to the subject property is consistent with the purposes of the town's historic preservation law and compatible with the property's historic character, based upon its review of the application and documents on file and received at the public hearing and the testimony presented at the public hearing. It is hereby now resolved that the Historic Preservation Commission hereby receives and files the above described application and the supplement to the application prepared by New Energy Works dated February 18th, 2021. And it is further resolved that the Historic Preservation Commission hereby approves application 1H-01-21 for a certificate of appropriateness for the above described work to be performed at the property located at 3541 Elmwood Avenue, subject to the condition that the specific materials as set forth in the supplement to the application prepared by New Energy Works dated February 18th, 2021 are used in the project work, and that the work as above described is completed within 1 year from the date of approval. And be it further resolved that pursuant to chapter 224 of the town code, the above described work qualifies for the exemptions set forth in New York Real Property Tax Law, Section 444-A.
Thank you, Ken. May I have someone put forth the motion?
I'll make that motion, John Page.
Thank you, John. Second, please.
I'll second Whitaker.
Whitaker,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
David. Ramsey?
Before I call the roll, I do want to say that member DeVecchio has joined the meeting. If the record could reflect that DeVecchio has joined the meeting. Thank you.
Thanks, Ramsey. You want to call the motion?
I will. Member Ludwig,
Yes.
DeVecchio,
Yes.
Robertson,
I'd like to abstain.
excuse me, 1 second. Dreyer,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Whitaker,
Yes.
motion passes.
Thank you, and thank you, folks, for an excellent presentation,
Yeah,
as
thank you.
did last
Yeah,
time.
let us know if there's anything we can do to help you guys.
Thank you all.
Your
Appreciate
efforts
it.
greatly appreciated.
Yep, thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
and have a great night. I appreciate it.
Bye, Rufus.
Rufus, thank you to you and Amy.
Bye now. Bye now.
We have no hardship applications. The public hearings are now closed. Any new business? Any old business? No presentations, no announcements. I have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make it. Nobody else wants to.
Thank you, David.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you
Steno,
all very much.
right
Appreciate it.
in the steno. Thank you guys for your help.
Bye-bye.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Great
Good
night.
night.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.